Sports Tonight is back again. We're reaching you live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Austin Okonakwan to our viewers in Benin, Abuja, London, and of course to you wherever you are in the world watching us. Welcome you to this Sports in Flight. So we'll take a look at all the latest events and happenings going down in your exciting world of sports. So let's talk sports. What's going on? Not so good news for Team Nigeria, the IAAF World Championships in Beijing, China. 400 meters, Patience George Okon couldn't make it to the final. About 50.46 seconds she ran. And then Tega Odega couldn't even advance to the next round. So it's not looking good for Nigeria. Maybe the relays might just give Nigeria the much awaited medal. But then Yusuf Ali, the technical director of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, believes that Blessing Okagbari will bounce back in the 200 meters. Remember, it wasn't a good outing for the African champion as she finished 8th in the 100 meters women's race. So Blessing Okagbari, there's some belief that she will return, and I do think Blessing Okagbari will come back big time in that one. We're also taking a look at the Afro Basket Championships taking place in Tunisia. Team Nigeria, the Tigers, they will take on Mozambique tomorrow at about 6:30 Nigerian time. Can that team impress, defeat Mozambique and go to the next round? We will know as that tournament advances. And of course, we're counting down to the 11th edition of the All-Africa Games that will take place in Congo, Brazzaville. It's just 10 more days to go. Who's been working with us on this journey? We've been counting down since 50 days, from 50 days to go. Now it's just 10 more days to the 11th edition of the African Games, and Team Nigeria, all the federations are getting ready, and they've been talking tough. They said they will win medals: table tennis, badminton, wrestling, taekwondo, football. They all want to win medals, even fencing. We will know when the tournament begins right there in Congo, Brazzaville. We'll also take a look at football development in Nigeria. On Sports this morning, we started our campaign for league development. How can we make the league admirable, particularly the domestic league, the MPFL, and of course the NNL? And then we spoke to the chairman of the league management company, Shehu Diko. He says they're working so hard to brand the league and make it admirable, because we don't like some of the news coming out of the league, particularly with Warri Wolves. We'll talk about that one. We'll talk about ways that the Nigerian Football Federation are also working to ensure that our football looks good. Don't forget, the UEFA Champions League is back. We'll take a look at live results as we speak. Teams are fighting to ensure that they make it to the group phase of this year's UEFA Champions League. We will be giving you all the latest results coming out of that one. Action-packed for the sport. The seedings for the 2015 US Tennis Open has been released. Can Serena Williams complete the calendar Grand Slam? That's the big question. She's been seeded top seed for this year's US Open. Let's see what will come out of that. Novak Djokovic, of course, is top seed for the men's seedings. So that's about the menu for tonight's show. Let's bring you into all of this quickly. That's when the fun actually begins, when you start, talking to us. And yes, you can. Our feedback mechanisms, they've not changed. On Twitter, we're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. That's the feedback mechanism right there on your screen, and you could just join the discussion with the hashtag AfroBasket Championship, with the hashtag African Games. You can also use the hashtag IAAF World Championships, and of course you can use the hashtag developing league football in Nigeria. So when you are involved, the fun actually gets better. Just to also let you know that if you're on the go, not to worry, you can actually watch us live. But please don't do it if you're driving. It's very simple. Just go to m.channelstv.com and download the Channels TV app for your Android, your Windows phone. And to also let you know that all our top stories can be viewed on our website, channelstv.com. But when you go to m.channelstv.com, follow the instructions, download the app for your iPad, your iOS or Windows phone, and you are part of the action. And you can also view all our uploaded videos on our YouTube page. Is youtube.com/channelsweb. So we're very busy doing all we can to ensure that you keep up with the pace in this action-packed world of sports. I've got the guys in the studio. They love keeping up with the pace also. Tunde Koiki is back. Tunde, good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Tunde wasn't here yesterday, and I'm sure you know why. It was Arsenal and Liverpool. And you think a draw was good enough for the Reds?
Well, I think, honestly, I think Liverpool deserve to win. Then again, also Arsenal did more than enough to win as well. So I think a draw is a fair result. Okay. I don't think either team deserves to lose. Probably the best game of the season so far.
Okay, that's it. Just 3 games played already. Cosmos Chukwemeka joins us also. Another gunner to the bone marrow. Cosmos, good to have you on the show.
Yes.
You think Liverpool robbed your team?
Well, it was a good game. It was equally poised among between the two sides. Any one of them would have won. I would have wanted Arsenal to win. You know, with Arsenal have not won any game this season so far at the Emirates, and I would have expected that Arsenal would try as much as possible to get that first victory at the Emirates. But then the Brendan Rodgers side, they were having coming to Emirates to lose. They lost last time out by 4-1, and they wanted to make sure that they won or at least get a draw, and I think they did. It was a good game.
Yeah, good game. I totally agree with you guys. And for Arsenal, they have Peter Cech to also, thank, because as Wenger said, he did big things in that one. Guys, let's quickly.
And the post.
and the
crossbar.
And the crossbar. Continue twice.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a big game. You should expect things as that. Let's go to Beijing, China. I'm sure a lot of you don't want to go there, but let's go there quickly and find out what's going on with Team Nigeria. You know the story of Blessing Okagbare and how she finished 8th in the 100 meters. But Yusuf Ali said, hey, guys, calm down. She can bounce back.
Well, I guess Yusuf Ali is basing his confidence on something that he knows that the rest of us don't know. Blessing Okagbare's result in the 100 meters final was unexpected by a lot of people. Left a lot of people downcast, and this is Nigeria's biggest medal hopeful at this competition. And if she can perform so below par, and everybody's wondering, struggling to think of where we can possibly get a medal from. But Yusuf Ali has said that Blessing Okagbare has the mental fortitude to come back from what was obviously a devastating loss and bounce back in the 200 meters. He's not saying that she's going to win it, but he's saying that she's good enough to get a medal in the 200 meters. And she had to pick and choose between dropping one of the. She was never going to drop the 100 meters. Sure, that's for sure. Now it was a case of whether she was going to drop the long jump, where she's a top performer as well. Yeah. Could have gotten a Nigeria medal there. But also running the 200 meters. So she had to pick and choose which one, because the schedule doesn't favor her doing all 3 events. So she had to choose and stick, and she stuck with the sprints. Can she get a medal there? Right now, I don't even know what to say anymore, because if Okagbare, who is actually Nigeria's biggest medal prospect, is struggling.
That's your faith.
I think my faith is solely tested, actually.
That's your faith. We let that video play. I'm sure a lot of you don't want to see that video, but we need to see that video to actually understand. And again, Okagbare also needs to watch this video. That's the video. Cosmos, what happened?
Well, I think she was on the 8th lane of the track, and usually when you watch athletics, when you're on the 8th lane of the track in an 100-meter event, is usually difficult to win. It is not an excuse anyway.
You're saying we win from that lane.
Well, you think it's not usually.
We win from that lane.
When last did you see? You see an Usain Bolt either in lane 3, 4, 5. You would never see him towards probably 1 or 2 or 7 and 8. So that is not an excuse, though, but you have to give it to the fact that this was a star-studded final, and of course the best person won. That's the fastest woman on earth, and she won. And it's so sad. I mean, we were expecting that Blessing Okagbare, who is our best medal hopeful, will be able to pick something. In the last World Championship, she actually had a silver as well, and of course a bronze in other events. So we felt that our exploit in the Diamond Leagues this season would have helped, but then nobody should forget that she was injured prior to this competition. Exactly. She didn't even take part in the Nigerian Open. So for me, that is not an excuse, but then those are probably the factors that militated against.
Maybe you say fatigue, but.